Good morning. Happy Monday. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Moira here with our usual check-in for what are we going to focus on letting go of this week. If you've watched these before, you know that I'm really passionate about helping people get clear on what's not serving them. Get clear on what kind of limitations or outmoded beliefs or patterns or things that don't serve the truth of you. Now, this is a really auspicious week to be having this check-in because on 28th, in 3 days, we will see the last quarter phase of the moon in the sign of Leo. Now, within this sign of Leo, there's a little bit of a playful, fun energy, but what this energy is about is really getting clear on what lights you up, what makes your heart sing. And are you in alignment with your own auspicious goals, with sharing your unique gifts, with even recognizing what your unique gifts, as opposed to walking the path that other people think you should be? So this is really important time. And it actually is a beautiful lead on from that amazing full moon that we had earlier this month. The full moon was in the sign of Aries, so it was about giving you a boost of energy. And like being a fire sign, Leo is also a fire sign. So even though there's a playfulness, there's also a lot of power. So are the words that you're using about your choices in life and about your direction and where you're headed and what you really love to do, is it all aligning? And just check in. There's no right or wrong here. It's just being willing to pause. Put your hand over your heart, take some deep breaths and just check in. Are you being authentically you? And sometimes that means that you need to walk on the not the beaten path to actually, choose who you tell what you're doing to, choose who you have around you even. So all that being said, so just breathe that in. Let me know how that settles for you. And as always, if I share anything that you want a wee bit more information or you need some more help in getting you unstuck, because this is a really pivotal week to make sure you're in flow. Like we've gone past the Mercury retrograde, that's all finished. We don't have any more Mercury retrogrades for the rest of 2021. So now it's really like full steam ahead, aligning with your purpose, sharing your unique gifts, and really accessing the truth of you. So if you need any help with getting unstuck or getting into flow with that, you can put it in the comments below or message me directly. So all that being said, I love the way these cards are coming up because we're working through my deck of cards of the letting go system in order. And this one this week is pattern. It's card number 8 and it's pattern. So check in with yourself. Do you have a pattern of maybe listening to other people's opinions, maybe thinking you should do it, whatever it is, or allowing somebody else's opinion to limit what you would really like to achieve or to be or to do? Just check in. Do you have a pattern of maybe filling up your day with too much stuff and not having space or time to just check in with your heart energy? So let me read this out to you. This is the guidebook that goes with my letting go system. And let's see if we can go a wee bit deeper. Because when we talk about letting go, sometimes it's just enough to be aware, to just point something out in ourselves and say, okay, yes, that's theirs, and I'm going to choose to let it go. Other times you need to speak it out, you need to write it out, you need to have a coach or a mentor to help you develop some tools to let it go, which is why I'm saying if you can do this on your own, let go a pattern, great. If you need some help, be sure and ask or reach out to a mentor, a coach, myself, anything that helps ease through whatever it is you're trying to get unstuck from. So in life, we all have patterns. Some patterns serve us well and some do not. Subconsciously, we are comparing present patterns to patterns that occurred in the past. This is a mechanism to keep us safe. However, continuing to do things or relate to situations or people in the same way, because it's always been done this way, will stifle your personal development and creativity. And so that's what I'm saying. Check in. Maybe are you giving your power to an opinion or to a group or to headlines in the news or Facebook? Are you giving your power away to that kind of doctrine? Just check in, because you want to be evolving in the right rhythm and right rate for you and showing up in the flavor that is truly you, right? So if you feel that you're stuck because you can't move past an experience, beyond a past experience, then your mind is relating to it as if it's happening right now, which means it's matching patterns improperly in the present moment. You know that saying of, oh, it's going to happen this way because it's always happened this way. Well, maybe it's time for a new pattern or a fresh outlook, right? It is time to reflect upon your patterns and release the ones that are no longer relevant to where you are now and where you want to get to. Now, can you see what I mean about that message happening at the same time where we're experiencing that last quarter phase of the moon in the sign of Leo? It's perfect. Do you have a pattern where you're not allowing yourself to evolve and develop into your most auspicious dreams, goals, wishes, right? Good. So take a deep breath. Maybe you need to do some journaling on this one. So take a deep breath. I'm going to pull a tarot card, and then I'm going to pull 3 of the Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels cards. So it just feels that's such a nice recipe to help us sort of maybe soften into this or get some more insight or ideas on how to let go of patterns that do not serve us anymore. Perfect. So it's the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very much about standing in your feminine power, but it being cups, it's very much accessing the emotional piece. So when we come into our heart, we allow our emotional guidance system to guide us. So can you breathe that in? Can you check in with your feminine guidance? There's a lot of trust that comes when we lean into our feminine guidance, because just because we can't see the answer right in front of us, like a big booming voice or a big sign that says go that way, whereas with the feminine decision-making power, it's much more about accessing and acknowledging that the answer there or the directions there or the signs there. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. And then you move forward. If I knew the answer, what would it be? If I knew the direction, where would it be? And just see. Those are questions for you to ask yourself. Try it on. Let me know how it goes. Okay, so let's do 3 of these cards and see what insights, what support, what assistance can we have with this idea of letting go of patterns. This is good. Always good. These are always good. So the first card that comes up is Archangel Michael. I love it when Archangel Michael comes up because Archangel Michael has got such a protective energy. And you may have heard me say this before, is that we can call upon Archangel Michael to protect us against anything negative. So if you've got opinions or either whether they're within you or out externally, you can ask Archangel Michael, please protect me against all forms of negativity, especially my own. That's something I used to do, just to sort of ingrain that within me. Maybe if you do have some limitations or negativity around you, you could do that every morning when you wake up. Set that intention. Call upon Archangel Michael. And then when we do things like that, we open ourselves up to the fact that we always have access to divine guidance. So you know what I was saying about trusting feminine creation or feminine decision making is very trust based. So this is about accessing the truth of you and following that. Even if you don't see the answer show up immediately, you have a sense that it's there, and then you can actually, it's almost like you then move forward, releasing the patterns that don't serve you, and then all of a sudden you're there. It's almost like, oh gosh, look, I just created this quantum leap and I didn't even realize that I was doing that. So that's the key piece about flowing with it. And so the last card was music. And that really speaks to me of flowing, of listening to music that uplifts you, that connects you with your higher self, that really allows you to not only tell the truth about you, about your heart's desire, but follow it and make any tweaks or changes that you need to. As always, I'm here for you. I really hope that this was inspirational and helped you just check in with yourself, do a wee inventory, let go of any patterns that don't serve that most beautiful, auspicious version of you. I wish you a beautiful week ahead, and I'll be checking in again with you. I'm actually going to miss a week, so we'll do this week, and then I will be back with you in 2 weeks' time doing our usual letting go check-in. Much love to you. Thanks for watching.